Okay.
So I looked at the Google document and I saw everything that you had put in, Leslie, and I think that sounds really good so far.
Okay. I added some to what Melissa put some things in there, and then I added roles. I didn't know if you guys wanted to do that. To me, that way it's clear what we need to do and what our responsibilities are.
Yeah, I'm good with that, and I really appreciate you doing that. I just started a new job last week, and I was staying at home, and so I was always like the first one to kind of get things going. And I did not have time, and so I really appreciate you doing that
No, no
today.
problem. Um, Melissa did the hard work. She set up the Google Docs and put the stuff in there, so she did all that for us. So we do what we need to.
Yeah,
So yeah, I have no problem with that. I've been in places where I've not been able to help as much either. So
yeah.
where are you guys at in your progress?
I'm graduating August of next year.
August of next year. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll start my capstone in May of next year.
Of next year.
Right,
Okay. So you'll graduate in August of next year also.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll graduate in August of this year. I start my capstone after this class.
Yay,
Oh,
you're so
yeah.
lucky.
I've got a few contracts in my notes by now, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know Mary Combs was in my last group in the last class, and she said you were fantastic. And she's like, I really want to get in to
She
y'all's groups,
tried.
and she
She tried.
tried and she couldn't.
Yeah, she
Uh,
tried. I love Mary. She's awesome. She was in my very first group in my very first class.
yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
Um, so this particular, the contract is due Thursday, and then the other assignments due Sunday. Is that right?
Right.
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 Okay.
This really isn't, in my opinion, a really difficult week. They're giving
Yeah.
us plenty of time to kind of get it together. On the group contract, the only other thing I thought we might want to address, and you all may have some stuff you want to add, was just the quality indicators. I put the roles and responsibilities there. I did add in like timeliness as one of the things that we want to hold people accountable for. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say about that. Um, as far as people being held accountable to a certain percentage, I think we just expect everybody to attend as much as they can, everything. So
Right.
uh,
Yeah. I think just being an active participant, and I think, we have to be understanding that not everybody's going to be able to make every single meeting but
yeah, especially with the very different schedules we have.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think with having everything on the Google document, this way you can work on it whenever you have time to add information into it.
Yeah.
yes,
I know
Google
that
Docs works really well. I've used it in several classes, and
yeah. So I was going to say, I haven't really had too much time so far this week to look at it, but I think I'm going to have some time tomorrow because my daughter is sick, so I'll probably be home with her tomorrow. So I will look over it much more thoroughly and hopefully come up with some good suggestions and make whatever changes. Um, but yeah, I have to be honest. I haven't looked at this extremely thoroughly yet. I read through everything, kind of got the gist, and then kind of
right. So all we have to do is turn in the contract, which we're mostly done with. Everybody can kind of give their final approval
yeah,
on that, and then probably I'll post a copy up maybe to the DB after we do this, just so that the professor can see the progress we've made.
hmm
Um,
Okay.
and then maybe we can set a time for when we want to choose the scenario that we're going to use. So there's 3 scenarios. I typed that in there. She had put the doc in, and there's a survey feedback, nursing feedback, I think, and something patient feedback. So we
uh-huh.
just have to choose one of those to address with the transformational leadership style.
Okay. Now that is for the assignment that's due Sunday, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
So we've
So
got time
since
on that. We could meet
okay,
again if we needed to, maybe when Melissa could be available. But what's everybody else? Let's see. Now you're both earlier in the day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I work Monday through Friday, and I go in around 6:30, and I'm usually home by 3:30.
All right. So you
think-
said you could be available by 6, and Jess, you said
Right.
you could usually be available by 6. Is that right?
Well, for right now, because I'm doing all the orientation stuff right now. Like once I actually get into the floor, I'll get off at 6:30, so I'll be available at 7. So it's not too bad. Right now, this week, I am off earlier, so I was thinking maybe if Melissa works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe we could try to text her or email her and see if she can do a meeting on Thursday so we can kind of get the ball rolling for the Sunday.
That sounds perfect to me.
That sounds good to me too.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think I will definitely have time to work on it tomorrow, and then Wednesday night I'll try to come up with some good stuff, and then Thursday maybe we can meet back and everybody can kind of bring their ideas, and I don't think it's going to be hard to put that together.
I think it actually will be hard to incorporate 4 people's ideas into that small, almost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we just have to have one, because we'll probably have to do that on a Word document, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
we'll just have.
I'm trying to think of what the rubric said. Let me just go there real fast and look at it. I live by the rubric.
Mm,
Most important thing.
I was gonna say you have to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what courses have you guys had then? Did you start then last fall?
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I actually started 2 years ago, and I took 5 classes, and then I stopped going. We had 6 family members pass away, one of them being my mom, so it was
Oh my goodness,
much
bless your
in a
heart.
year's time. So I just started back. Last class was my first class back in a year, so
Oh wow,
Wow.
bless
And
your
I'm sure
heart.
it was so hard to come back, because I know even just having that break of like 2 weeks over the Christmas holiday, when we came back in January, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing, Um, I
Yeah.
can't imagine being gone a year. I don't think I'd ever come back.
well, I started paying back student loans, and then I was like, okay, I need to finish.
Right. Right. No, I know. Yeah, I started last April. I did the statistics, and I took it over the whole summer because I had always heard statistics was terrible. So I did the whole summer, and then I started the actual coursework in the fall. So I just,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I took my first class and statistics together, and I actually probably wouldn't recommend that.
No, I know. Everybody was telling me, they were trying to convince me to do that, and I said, I think I would go crazy. So I did not, which I'm glad I didn't, because it kind of eased me into it.
Yeah, after being out of school for 20 plus years and going back for the first time that way, that was
Yeah.
certainly not the smartest thing I ever did. But hey, I made it, so.
Yeah. Well, I think the good thing about this stuff now is that pretty much at this point everybody's had a lot of classes or quite a few under their belt, and so everybody kind of knows how it goes. Because I know the first class I took, the group project, I mean, we were meeting all the time, and we were just on the computer all the time together. So.
Yeah. And some of them are more. Have you guys had the budgeting one yet?
No.
Yeah. Wait till you do that one. Mm-hmm.
The budgeting one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Oh, no, it's just very hard. It's a huge project, and you just learn a lot. You learn a bunch, but
Yeah.
you're communicating with people constantly. Like, have you done the Pertussis project yet? Population health?
No.
Okay. Again, another one. Yeah. So.
Good to know.
I think that one, when we turned it in, was 26 pages or something. So.
Oh my God.
But it's okay. They give you the whole class to work on it, the whole time. So.
Right.
Well.
Okay, so the grading rubric is kind of like vague. It doesn't tell us exactly. Look at this. It doesn't actually tell us the length specifically. It just talks about a comprehensive description of the assigned leadership style. So we'll have to talk about transformational leadership. And then a comprehensive description of the specific issues in the clinical situation requiring leadership intervention. And then outlines at least 3 suggestions for leadership intervention based on assigned leadership style. Plus detailed rationale for each suggestion. This doesn't really. Now, somewhere in here, I swore I saw where it said how long it should be.
It says 2 to 3 paragraph. I'm looking under like the
Yeah, just the 2 to 3 paragraph summary. Yeah.
right.
Ooh, that's okay.
We'll
be okay. I mean,
information.
It's not very much room to put on, but yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're smart ladies, right?
Yeah, we actually, I feel like, got the best one. I like transformational the best. So.
Me too.
Yes, right.
Me too.
And complexity, those are kind of combined for me.
So as far as the group content, I have put the team in like the roles and responsibilities, like I did it in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Just I didn't know if it mattered to anybody where their name was, so I said, well, let me just fill in the names in alphabetical order like that. And I had tried putting like all our assignments that were due. I had put that in purple underneath that, but I think you had added one, Leslie, that I had missed.
Oh, okay. What did you add that I didn't see?
The stuff in purple I had put on the document, on the Google Doc.
Right, yes, I saw that, Michelle.
Yeah, so, but I had missed one of the assignments, and you had put it in there, because I had put a little note for somebody to help me review it and make sure I didn't miss any of them.
Right.
And you already wrote about measures of quality contributions.
I think so. Do you think that's enough, though, Michelle?
Well, I think we can all look over it, and if
we
think of something else, we could just add it in, and then before, maybe we can like message each other or something about before turning it in on Thursday to see how we kind of want to combine everybody's ideas.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to meet again on Thursday, we can just kind of rough it out right before we turn it in.
Okay.
Because it's due, what, at midnight?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had a lot of experience with that, Leslie, where they're talking about these key performance indicators or benchmarks, whatever that is?
Yeah, I've had some, and I'm trying to, I have one class I'm going to go back and look at where we actually got counted off a little bit on it. And I'm trying to remember what they said we weren't detailed enough about something. Trying to remember what it was. I actually used some old verbiage. I mean, I rewrote it, but I used some verbiage from another class and another contract.
Okay.
Just based, just kind of based it. I obviously wrote different things and changed it. Every class you have, they change the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Some have a lot more and some have less, and you sometimes have a timekeeper and a scribe and a facilitator and members and a leader, and so, I mean, I put the timeliness in there because I just think the quality indicators are, I think the one thing we had left out was what our goal was for our grade. I think that's it. It just came to me. We had not put what we intended to make for a grade, which for us was kind of, it was a no-brainer. We all expected to make an A, so.
Right.
But I think that's what we were counted off on, that one that we didn't put what we intended to, what our expectation was, what standard we wanted to hold ourselves all to.
Right.
So we could add that in there if you want. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how everybody feels about it. I always expect to make an A, so.
Me too. I got a 93.25 in my last class as my final grade, and my kids are like, "That's so good." I said, "No, it's not. It should have been a 95 or higher."
That's because we're nurses.
I guess.
We have very high standards. So I guess we could put a little something in there. That's about, just as a group, our goal would be to maybe get 95% or higher on all of our work, or however you guys feel would be appropriate. If someone else wants to make something up to go in there, that'd be great. Or I can make it up. I feel like I kind of maybe typed too much already. So
do these have to be like measurable indicators?
yeah, that's
I guess
why.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
put the timeliness, meaning what people would turn in your work by the deadline.
Okay, and then get an A on the project.
Or say that we'll achieve 95% average on all of our work or better.
Mhm.
Yeah, because like their example, it says and maintain realistic and specific goals. So it's a good place to put that.
Or if you just want to say a 92 or better, whatever you guys feel like is. I mean, I really
This
like.
also be like have active participation from each member of the
Right.
group.
And we have that in there already.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me pull up here. I think, Michelle, you had already typed some of that in there, hadn't you?
I had, yeah, I put.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just pulling up the group contract real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so in the very beginning, she added to what they had put. Each member of our group will adhere to the following. Each member will equally contribute to all assignments, group meetings, and discussion board activities. And then she had written, please add. Then down below on the quality contributions, I said each member will meet the expectation of their weekly assigned roles regarding assignments, group meetings, and discussion board activities. And that's based on those definitions that I put below. And then I said timeliness, each member will submit work for review by deadlines established during weekly team meetings. If team member is not able to submit work in a timely manner, they'll notify team members so that alternatives can be made for work to be completed. And it kind of seems a little harsh, but I'll be honest with you, I've had multiple issues in other groups with these kinds of things. So.
With the timeliness thing?
Mm-hmm.
I have too.
Yeah. So I'm not like mean, but I have gotten very clear on lining out very clearly what our expectations are.
Right.
So
yeah, no, I think that's good because I think we've all probably had a experience like that.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Yeah, probably. So maybe they're under the quality contributions. We'd want to say also that as a group, our goal would be to achieve, 95% or better average on as our final grade or on our work or however we want to say it.
Okay.
And I don't know if we just want to say straight out that we'll meet weekly, if we want to set that as a goal. That's very measurable.
Right. I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we'll meet the expectation of the weekly assigned goals. Timeliness.
I mean, I don't, I found in the groups that I have, we just have an assigned time, and we just try to meet that way every week.
Are you okay if I add that in right now? Just
yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, yes, okay. Type. I just feel like when we set it up ahead of time and try to meet the same time every week, it just works better.
Right.
Okay, this is my night, and we always do it, and we work around who can or can't be there, but then we know if we meet early in the week, everything's lined out, and we know what we're doing.
Yes.
Those have been my most successful groups when we've done it that way. I have actually been a part of a group that never met one time. We text message and used the DB a little.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And I did the bulk of the work for all of that.
Yes, and I'm sure the instructors knew too.
I think so. Yeah, I think they did when I did my evaluation.
Oh, I know. I got dinged on that. I had a real awful group member who's actually in our class right now. And I was so happy she's not in our group.
It's
And I-
it's
You know,
hard
they
to
ask
be
you-
professional and
Yes, they ask you for feedback, on this stuff. So I was very honest. I wasn't nasty about it. I just said, she was never on time. She didn't participate. She didn't contribute to the group. And I got like kind of a nasty thing from her professor that was like, you should have put things like, she should have come to the meeting. She could have participated more. And I'm like, okay. All right.
yeah. Well, they're trying to grow us as leaders.
Yes, apparently I need
Well,
to
one
work.
of the one of the things I've learned in a management role is that you get more bees with honey.
Yeah. Each member will meet weekly with the group to discuss progress. And
We had somebody our last class that would not come to the meetings whenever we do these Google Hangouts. She would miss them. And then right before we turn in whatever we had worked together on, she went in and changed all kinds of details to the whole thing. So
yeah,
we had a big issue with that. That happened 3 times on 3 of our group projects.
nice.
Super, super disappointing. It's hard to handle.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we're going to have that issue this week or this time, because Melissa seems very on top of it, and we're all
She
going to
is.
be.
Yeah, I was in a group with her before, and she was very good,
Yeah.
very active participant. So the only thing I just added under there for the quality contributions, I might go back and reword it because I'm pretty tired, so it might look terrible. I put participation. Each member will meet weekly with the group to discuss progress and future assignments and duties.
Mhm.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. We might want to say we may want to put an avenue in there or something.
Like via Google Hangout.
Right, or however we decide, yeah.
Do you want me to put that we'll meet, via Google Hangout, and if member is not able to participate due to work schedule or blah blah blah, we'll
Watch the video.
watch the recorded video.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
And then if somebody just needs to drop a grade, whatever
Okay, I'll put that in.
what color are you supposed to be?
Oh, am I supposed to pick a color?
Well, each of us are a color. That's why I did in blue, and that's it. Michelle, you're purple, right?
Right, I'm purple.
Okay, I did not. I've
Is
never
Melissa
done.
green? I can't remember what she put. I'm trying to.
I think she was, well, I know on our assignment due Sunday, she wrote it in pink
Oh, she's
Oh,
pink.
she-
on the Google document.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe I should do purple then.
Well, she signed us. Hey, give me a second. She gave us the signed colors.
Oh, she did?
She's
I
all over it. Yeah, she organized it up very nicely. Hang on just a second here.
I didn't even look at my assigned color.
She posted about her Google stuff that she put up for us, and
Let's see.
here we
I'm
go.
non-compliant already.
Michelle is green. I'm blue. Jessica, you're orange, and Melissa's pink.
Okay, let me do that in orange then. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's pretty bright. Okay.
I just happened to have more time today than normal because I was homesick.
I know it's
Before I
going
went back to work, I just.
Yeah. I'm that person that really, I work so much at work. I work at least 12, sometimes 13 hours, even though I'm a 8 to 5, supposedly Monday through Friday, that I do a lot of my work on the weekend.
Mhm.
So when we have a lot of the group stuff, I have to really stay on myself to be efficient, and
Yeah.
because I just really want to come home and go to bed.
right.
Right.
Imagine.
No, I know. And I don't have anything going on the weekends typically, but we're actually going out of town this weekend, so that's why I would really like to meet Thursday. and try to at least get it started. Because I could take my computer with me and I can check in, but it's gonna kind of be a crazy weekend. So.
Well, I mean, we could fluff it out a little bit tonight. We've got the rubric in front of us. We could kind of take, we'd have to pick a scenario. That'd be the key
Right.
thing. I mean, we could assign the pieces out to people. What we'd need is scenario. So I really don't want to pick that though without Melissa's input. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with doing it Thursday. I think that honestly, I really don't foresee it being a problem. I think that we have to decide what's the easiest way to communicate. Like, is it going to be text? Are we going to message each other on email? Like, and then one person's got to be in charge of actually having like the Word document and putting it all together, and then reposting it so people can say, yeah, I approve, or
Right. And usually and I think, what did I put in there? I think I put in the contract, the leader is the person who pretty much puts it together. Did I say that? Let me see what I said. Let's see. The leader initiates the Google Hangout, leads the meetings, assimilates weekly group assignments, and posts to the DB once approved by group. I actually didn't say submits. We probably better put that somewhere. I'll put that in. Do you think that's too much for the leader to do, or do you think that's okay that week that we're the leader?
I think that's fine.
I mean, we've had classes where we actually had just a submitter even.
Yeah.
But I'll just say submits final work to Dropbox.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should talk to Melissa, see what her input is on what scenario she wants to do.
Right.
And then we'll meet back Thursday. I will text her. I'll text her and just see if there's a certain time.
I think she's off. Let me look at the DB. I think she's off Thursday.
Yeah, she's off. I'm off, but I might have to do it at like 6:30 or 7, if that is hopefully not too late.
That works for me. It's hard for me to do it much sooner. I live an hour from where I work.
Okay.
But in the cases where you need to do it earlier, I'll just keep my computer, take my computer with me and do it at work, and then I'll just come home. So.
Okay.
That's on Thursday. I actually have something to do with my son at 5 o'clock, and it's about a half an hour away, so probably later in the evening would be better for me, too.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to see if maybe Melissa could do it around 7-ish? Or I could do 8. I mean, whatever. I just don't want to do it for you, Michelle, who gets up at
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. 5, probably.
Who lives in Arizona? That
must be Melissa, huh?
So it wouldn't be as late for her as it is for us, because they're an hour before us right now.
Right.
Until time change, and then there'll be 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're an hour ahead right now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe we can. I'll text her and I'll see. Does 7 o'clock work for you guys, or do you want to do 8?
7, 8 works for me. Whatever works for you guys. Either works fine.
Yeah, either would be fine for me too.
Okay.
7:30.
Okay. Let me get her number off of this deal, and I will.
It's in the group thing that I sent you, but you know which one it is.
I gotta go look at.
I'll find it here. Okay, it is. I already put you guys in my phone. 480-387-2700.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we can post this to the DB too. I guess I'll put the minutes up because she's not here tonight and she will be the scribe the way we assigned it.
Okay.
So I'll post the minutes up and make a note about we're meeting Thursday and we just need to determine the time based on Melissa's availability.
Okay.
I'll post the link once I stop this broadcast. I'll go ahead and I'll post the link to our group.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds great. So we don't have much more to really talk about tonight, do you think?
No, I think that's pretty good. Thank you guys for being so on top of it. I sure have not been this week, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just Monday.
Yeah,
I know. I know.
Listen, if you guys post on the DB or anything in the week time when I'm at work, I will never answer you there because I never pull it up at work because I can't. I'm so busy. So if you need me in the daytime, text me.
Okay.
Okay. If you need me to look at something or do something, or because I just can't get to the computer to.
Right. I think that's probably the best way for me too, just because I do get on and check at least once a day.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it might not be in the time frame that you would want.
Yeah.
So.
It's the first thing I do when I get home, and then I'm on all night, working usually or for 2 or 3 hours. But during the daytime, I just can't pull it off. I have so much going on. So I just like you guys to know that I'm not ignoring any of you. I just can't get to it. So.
No, we understand. Okay, so I just sent that to Melissa. Okay. So we'll see what she says, and then if she says she can do it, I'll just text everybody. Do we have any other group members, or is it just us?
It's just 4 of us. It's very small this time.
Okay, I don't know why I thought there was 5. Okay.
We just want to be sure that we put it on the DB too. So whatever we text to each other, be sure we post it so they can see what we're doing. And the professors typically like to be able to see our interactions and to be able to follow our progress. So I had one group where we kind of did a lot of texting once, and they kind of got frustrated with us because they couldn't follow us. So.
Right. Okay.
And maybe we can post something in that group, like with us trying to make our decision on which scenario we're going to choose. So this way we kind of know a little bit ahead of time. And when you go on that Google document and start adding our input on that Google document, so next time we meet, we can just kind of put everything together.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, let me start a new thread. So we want to put, let's see, okay.
I have to find out how you do that, like I can still see you, but you're working on the document, or I don't know how to do that.
I have another screen. Yeah, I have a screen right there.
Oh, okay.
So my husband had bought it a long time ago. We never really used it, and then ever since I started school, it's great. I'm always using it. All right. Okay. So let's we recorded. Um, 30 Central Standard Time. Okay. Other thing you said, Michelle, about you wanted to ask Melissa or put on the discussion board?
Yeah, for us all to put in our input of which scenario we have decided which one we would like to work on. And then in that post, we can like reply to the thread.
Our thoughts, so we can kind of have it worked out before we.
Right. Right, and in this way we can just add our input onto the Google document, and then we could kind of all combine our information on Thursday.
Okay. Okay, so I'll post that, and then there is for which scenario they would prefer. The smiley face, I don't sound so bossy. Okay, so it's in. It's on the discussion post. I texted her, so we got 2 places. So I think we'll be good. I don't foresee any problem. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know her personal life, but she'll probably be able to meet Thursday, no problem. And
Yeah, I think she will, from what she said about not being able to meet before that at one point. So
yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I'll start looking on it, and if I make any changes or that I want y'all's feedback or just to see if y'all are okay with, I'll text you guys.
Okay.
all right, sounds good. So we're ending the meeting at 7:43.
Yes.
Yeah.
When did we come to order? Was it 7:10? Like 10ish?
Like somewhere around there.
How long we been going on the Google Hangout for record?
Where could I check the time?
It should have a running time for you somewhere up on your screen. Maybe not. I want to say it was about 7:10.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to put that in the minutes when I go. Okay, guys. I guess we'll tentatively see you Thursday then.
Okay.
It was nice
Sounds
meeting
good.
everybody.
Nice meeting
See you.
you. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night.